Welcome to the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me I have the creator of the infamous website, BigfootFetish.com, my co-host, Anthony.
BigfootFetish.com.
BigfootFetish.com.
That sounds like an actual website, and I'm scared.
It's crazy.
I'm scared for like.
We're gonna we'll put the link in the description below. Just go click on it and see what it is.
We're gonna do no research for it.
Don't. How you doing today, Ant?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm doing good.
How's the website traffic?
It's good.
Could you imagine that's not an actual website and we can nab it?
It's almost like the Feet Finder stuff.
Yeah, but we could do BigfootFetish.com and that could be our merch store ideas. If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm going to read Anthony here, a fictional horror story where I've removed the name of, oh my gosh. My brain's working about 1,000 miles faster than what I'm actually doing here. If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm going to read Anthony here, a fictional horror story about some kind of ghost, ghoul, goblin, extraterrestrial, monster, cryptid, paranormal entity / thing, where I've removed the name of the creature from the story and replaced it with descriptions. And then Anthony here gets to guess what we might be talking about. Then we'll go over its history, its use in pop culture, a little choose your own adventure scenario in which I'll make Anthony die in a horrible way. And finally, our monster movie maker moment where us two knuckleheads will put our heads together and come up with a wonderfully B-rated horror movie around this creature.
A B-rated?
Probably B-rated for this guy.
What is B-rated? Just.
Well, you have like, good movies and then you have B movies.
Oh.
And then you have like the shit I end up watching, which is just like put a gun in my mouth.
I was on the ratings.
You need to bleep that.
I was on the ratings of like PG and PG-13 and R and M.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah. You have like, A movies, B movies, and then like shit movies that I watch for this podcast.
We don't know, that they're bad.
Buddy, I watched Amityville in space. It was bad.
Well, anyway, go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell for any notifications to stay updated from when we post, as well as go to our TikTok. Follow us up there, follow us on Instagram, and then also go ahead and support us on Buzzsprout. We have a link in the description below where you can go and then get the audio version, and as well as anywhere else you listen to your podcast. And then if you also want to additionally support us, go to our Patreon. There's a link in the description below as well. $1 only, and you get an uncut, unedited version. Technical difficulties, arguments, and things that should not be said. It's either going to be cut or it's going to be bleeped.
Not on Patreon. You can hear everything.
Yeah, on Patreon you'll hear everything. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay.
That's all I got.
So to kick things off, Anthony here gets 3 yes or no questions to kind of narrow down what we might be talking about, and then a little shot in the dark guess, and see if you can get it. Now, you have gotten them after the stories. Have we gotten a shot in the dark guess yet?
No, but I was really close on one.
Okay.
It was somewhere in season 0, I think. But
for season 0, we were all over the place. I was just picking everything and anything that sounded cool. Season 1, for 52 weeks this year, we are going to be focused on North America.
Which I learned today, there's 23 countries in North America. Yep, there's 23.
Hold on, where and how and why did you learn this? What internet argument were you watching?
I was watching a streamer, and they were doing a GeoGuessr tournament, and he also didn't know the U.S. that well. And he was like, "There's only 3 countries in the U.S. in North America."
No,
they were thinking Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they looked it up. It was like, how many countries in the U.S. or North America?
Like,
23. Yeah. It's like Caribbean, the Central Americas, and then of course you got.
I was about to say, you get into Central America, there's a lot of little countries.
I had completely over.
This isn't like Panama and Ecuador and all those down there too.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you got 23 countries to pick from.
No, so obviously I'm going to go ahead and say, is this native origin?
Like Native American origin.
Native American origin.
No, it is not of Native American origin.
Okay. Is this creature, whatever, or you know what, is this a, there's so many things I want to ask. Oh my goodness. Does this thing have is this a spirit? Is it a demonic spirit? Does it have a haunting? You know, is this a spirit of any form?
No, this is a physical being.
Physical being. Okay. Does its name dictate what it is or what it does?
No.
No.
It is
Completely unrelated.
It is strictly named after its location.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, the one time I didn't find. It's like I'm playing GeoGuessr right now. Because we could be in like Ecuador or something, you know?
It could be.
I'm gonna go ahead and you said I was gonna hate you for this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Creature, keyword. So, and you went back to Bigfoot, calling me Bigfoot,
The website is bigfootfetish.com.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I'd like to say that those names are hints. Sometimes. There was one time it was. It was a big hint.
Yeah, there was one time there was.
I'm gonna go. I don't know anything. I really don't. I can't give out an anything name, but I feel like it's something related to Bigfoot. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just say a Wendigo, just a safe pick. But you gave me a slight hope. You gave me a slight hope. for a millisecond, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did it!"
You're gonna be 1 for 52 at some point because we will cover the Wendigo at some point this season. I promise you that.
It's gonna be the very last one.
It might be. Christmas time. We get to the end of the year, scary. Stuff like that. No. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
This story is called Tall in the Timber. People around Greenhill didn't argue about whether something lived out there. They argued about what it was. Some said it was a bear, others swore it was something older, something that had learned how to move like a man but never quite became one. A few called it Bigfoot, but never in a joking way. Most avoided giving it a name at all. They just describe it in hushed voices, massive upright creature covered in dark matted fur with long arms that hung too low and eyes that watched like a person's. Daniel had heard all of this, and like most people, he didn't believe a word. He went out there just before dusk, camera slung over his shoulder, boots crunching through the gravel road that cut along the base of the hill. Local legend, he muttered into his phone recording. Supposed Bigfoot sighting area. Honestly, looks like another patch of woods. A sound interrupted him, a sharp crack of wood snapping somewhere uphill. Daniel paused, turning his head. Probably a deer, he said, quieter now. But he stopped recording. The forest at Greenhill wasn't quite right. It was too quiet. No birds, no insects, just wind moving through the trees in a slow, uneven breaths. Daniel stepped off the road and into the brush. Each step felt heavier the farther he went, like the ground didn't even want him there. Then he saw it. Footprints. Huge, deep impressions pressed into damp soil, half filled with water. Okay, he whispered, crouching down. They were way too big for any man. Too human for any animal, he knew. And they were fresh. Another crack echoed through the trees, closer this time. Daniel stood up slowly. Hello? He called. No answer. But something moved. High up. He looked up instinctively and his stomach dropped. It wasn't on the ground, but it was in the trees. A massive shape clung to a thick branch above him, its body hunched and unnatural against the wood, long arms wrapped around the trunk, fingers digging into the bark like claws. Its fur was dark and matted, tangled with leaves and mud. Its shoulders were broad, and its chest rose and fell with slow, deliberate breaths. Then it turned its head, and Daniel saw its face. Not quite ape, not quite human, and the eyes were the worst part. Intelligent, focused, and locked directly onto him, watching him, studying him. Okay, Daniel whispered, backing up. Okay, that's... The branch snapped. The thing hit the ground with a force that shook the earth, and Daniel didn't think, he ran. Branches tore at his arms as he pushed through the brush, lungs burning almost instantly, and behind him heavy footsteps. Fast. Too fast. Whatever it wasn't just keeping up, it was gaining. A roar ripped through the trees, deep and violent, close enough that Daniel felt it in his chest. He risked a glance back and immediately wished he hadn't. It was charging on all fours, its massive limbs slamming into the ground, covering distance in terrifying strides. Its mouth hung open, teeth bared, not flat like an ape's, but jagged and uneven, predatory. Daniel tripped. His foot caught on a root. He slammed hard into the dirt. The breath knocked out of his lungs. No, no, no! He scrambled to his feet. Too late. The creature hit him from behind. The impact drove him into the ground, something massive crushing his spine as he screamed. A huge, fur-covered hand wrapped around his shoulder, its claws digging through fabric and skin with sickening ease. Daniel thrashed, clawing at the ground, screaming for help that wasn't coming. Please! The creature leaned over him. Hot, rancid breath washed over his face. And for a split second, everything went still. Daniel looked up and met its eyes. There was no confusion in them, no hesitation, just recognition, like it had seen countless others like him before. Then it bit down. The screaming didn't last long, and the forest swallowed it quickly. By the time silence returned, the only sound left was a slow tearing of flesh and the heavy breathing of something feeding. Days later, a search party came through Greenhill, and they found Daniel's camera first, still recording. The footage showed trees, dirt, and the frantic blur of movement before it cut to static. They never found the rest of him, just blood, and those same massive footprints leading deeper into the hill. The locals didn't act surprised, they just shook their heads. And when someone asked if it really was Bigfoot, an old man muttered quietly, "That ain't just some story." He looked up towards the dark line of trees on Greenhill. That thing's real. Now, if you pass by the hill at night, you might hear something moving in the trees. Heavy, deliberate, watching and waiting. And if you're unlucky, you'll hear the branches snap above you right before it drops.
This is like a more active Bigfoot, like a more primal, like predator Bigfoot.
Okay. That's it?
The top thing is Bigfoot. Whatever its subgenre, like subclass it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly because like you could pick Chinoo, but I'm just gonna go with Bigfoot. Of course, you could say Sasquatch, you could say anything. Bigfoot.
You're just calling it right there, hard line. You get half a point. This is the Greenhill Monster. The Greenhill Monster is a legendary Bigfoot-type creature reported in southeastern Oklahoma, particularly around Talihina, starting in the 1970s. So, the reason this grabbed my attention, okay, was one, there's some, it is active, right? Mm-hmm. So I went and found all the sightings of this thing from 1971 to 2022.
Holy crap. Wow. Wait. Why does everything stop at 2022?
COVID.
No, why does everything stop at 2022?
COVID. Everybody stopped going outside.
No, that was in 2020.
Yeah, everybody still wasn't going outside.
22.
Yeah, nobody was going outside still.
Oh my God.
Did you go outside in 2022?
Oh my God.
Did you go out? No, when? Where'd you go?
Yes. Everybody did.
I didn't go out.
Everybody did go outside.
I was still rocking
them. It was 2022 to 2023 when people started going outside again. But I'm saying every encounter in all the latest stories have always ended at 2022. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I still
For 2 years we were inside. Why are there still encounters? Oh, but it stops there. Where's 3, 4, and 5?
I'll be honest with you. There's only one in 2020. And there's a big gap because there's a lot in 2012.
Okay, and to be fair, there should be way more encounters because a lot of the time, like hiking would be a better,
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, you ready?
I know.
Year 1971. Season, fall. Month, October. Date, about homecoming. State, Oklahoma. County, LaFleur County. Location details: 300 yards from the east end of Greenhill Road, southeast of Tallahena, Oklahoma, in LaFleur County. Nearest town, 5 miles southeast of Tallahena, Oklahoma, in LaFleur County. Observed. The story is as best as I can remember it. I will only use initials of persons involved, but there were several persons involved at the time. You can take this story/report however you feel. In the fall of 1971, while I was in high school, it was close to high school football homecoming, because several of the students were at Dresser's Ranch barn preparing a homecoming float, when several members of the Oklahoma high school football team drove up the barn yelling and screaming they had seen something in the woods on Greenhill Road. They even said that whatever it was bigger than ES and had grabbed him while he was in the woods using the bathroom. ES was a football player well over 6'3" tall and weighed around 245 pounds. ES would not get out of the truck, and when they got to Dresser's barn, he was white as a sheet and seemed to be in some sort of shock. Another football player, EN, was shaking so bad he couldn't even zip up his own pants. Several of the other football players said that they were there when it happened but didn't see anything, except ES running back to where the fire was, passing them and locking himself in the truck. EN jokingly got his spotlight out of his truck to shine it where ES had come from. When holding the spotlight in one hand and trying to take a whiz leak, at the same time EN said he had seen it, a large hairy animal standing about 20 feet from him. ES and EN were the only ones to actually see whatever it was, but they were convincing enough that the others that were there jumped in their vehicles and drove out of town, which was about 5 miles away. Since we had one of our teachers at Dresser's barn with us, they came there first. After they told us what had happened, we thought they were pulling our leg, but once we all seen the faces of ES and EN, we thought there had to be something to it. So all of us jumped into our cars and trucks and headed out to Greenhill Road to see if we could see anything. Since there was a whole line of cars and trucks going out of town at the same time, the local police seen us and called the highway patrol and county deputy. They thought we were up to no good. Once we got to Greenhill Road, several of us had spotlights and were shining them out into the woods where ES had been grabbed. We didn't see anything out of place. Then highway patrol trooper AT and the county deputy HB arrived to try to run us off. They did ask what was going on, so ES and EN told them about what they had seen. After that, the highway patrol trooper AT and deputy sheriff HB went out into the woods to look around. Just a few minutes later, both came back to the waiting group of high school students and told us if we knew what was good for us, we would get out of there. They neither confirmed or denied seeing anything. We all left to go back to town. At school the next day, the topic of most conversation was the Greenhill Monster. After school, CB, BT, FM, JN, JC, FW, AW, OC, RT, MT, EN, and BL all returned to Greenhill Road to have a look in the daylight. What they found was 3 deer, necks broken, and guts ripped out. None of the deer had a bullet hole, and all were intact except for the guts being ripped out. Also notice nobody mentioned anything. The strange behavior of the law enforcement officers when they came out of the woods, finding 3 dead deer with necks broken the next day. Other witnesses. Several witnesses, most of the 1971 Tallahena High School football team, highway patrolman, county deputy. The kids were partying at first, but later returned to investigate. Other stories. At the time, there were no other stories of this incident. Time and conditions. Time of day, about 9 p.m., clear and cold. So, witness follow-up investigation reports. The witnesses first thought the poachers were to blame for the deer kills. However, the animals were found near the Bigfoot sighting location in an opening with a persimmon patch. Upon examination, the witness, a hunter himself, determined that the deer had not been shot. He moved to the deer to check for bullet holes and in doing so discovered that the necks had been broken. He and others looked for tracks but found none in the surrounding grassy area. The witness is a Vietnam veteran and state employee. He did not wish for further additional information to be shown because he is widely known in the region. In fact, it turned out that we had several acquaintances in common. I'm convinced that this is a highly credible person and believe it likely that the deer kill stash was connected to the Sasquatch seen the previous evening. Okay.
That's crazy.
You ready for this?
Sure.
So we have October 1971. This is a Class B encounter. Deer kill stash discovered after Bigfoot sighting. November of 1999. So we have kind of a big gap there. Class B. 12 to 14 inch tracks found by two friends after they felt like they were being stalked by something unknown while deer hunting. January of 2000, Class A, nighttime sighting by trucker near Honobia, which is one of the kind of the flanking, like in the flanking counties, right?
Okay.
July 2000, Class A, brief sighting by a fisherman, tracks found, reports from investigators. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is out of order. Summer of 1980s, this would have come.
Okay, yeah.
So we had a couple more Class B sightings in May and June, 83 and 84 around LaFleur County. February 2000, Class B, strange calls and other possible Bigfoot-related activity experienced by investigators. October 2001, Class B, Bigfoot investigator hears loud footsteps and bipedal running. October 2001, Class A, small Sasquatch seen in a tree by a hunter near Big Cedar. April 2004, footprints found near Honobia. April 2004, Class A, turkey hunter has a close encounter with a Bigfoot in the Comanche Mountains. Well, we're going to go into that one. October 2004, Class B, while camping, couple hears repeated strange nighttime vocalizations. March of 2000, young man has road cross encounter at dusk. February 2005, local family reports huge tracks near Big Cedar. January 2007, off-duty law enforcement officers describe vocalization, wood knocks, and rock throwing outside of their home, or outside of the town of Heavener. August 2008, Class B, hikers hear possible vocalizations through the night around Cedar Lake. March 2008, Class A, daylight observed by Bigfoot investigator near Honobia. October 2009, Class B, couple witness a possible juvenile running on all fours in Smithfield. January 2012, Class B, passengers see large bipedal figure on a power line trail near Octavia. March of 2012, Class A, daylight sighting along highway near Big Cedar. May of 2012, Class A, early morning sightings near US 59 near Potea. September 2012, Class B, family has possible encounter at Cedar Lake Equestrian Camp. April 2020, campers awoken by loud knocks around 4 a.m. near Talamina Scenic Drive. August 2022, Class B, big house heard by property owner, stones thrown from OKAR border near Mena, Arizona. I think that's Arkansas. This place is a fat fucking load of Bigfoot.
There are a lot of encounters, but a lot of them are just not the same. I'm sorry.
Well, this is the problem though, right? You're hearing, it's not just we're finding tracks. We're hearing vocalizations, we're finding tracks, they're throwing rocks, they're hitting trees, and we're seeing them.
That's the thing. A lot of these encounters are it's not just one thing. It's probably something else.
I think it's all Bigfoot.
Like, it's not the same thing.
I think it's all Bigfoot.
That's what I'm trying to get at, is like, okay, you're hearing howling, rocks being thrown. The wind could have lifted up some of the rock. Yeah, I mean,
the wind is going to lift up
trees,
rocks.
Any branches, yeah, hit stuff against. They didn't specify how hard the rocks are being like thrown. Are you getting thrown like Attack on Titan thrown? Like we're not.
We're going to Oklahoma.
We're not.
We're going to Oklahoma.
We could do that
with
all
tents.
day.
With tents.
With.
You're gonna sleep in a tent. I'm gonna sleep in a cabin. I'm gonna sleep with my shotgun.
I'm not sleeping in the tent.
I'm gonna let you sleep in the tent outside.
I'm not.
And when you get Attack on Titan rock thrown, pow.
But this is what I'm trying to get at, is that this, clearly the rock thrown thing can be anything. Because anything can sound, literally, when your mind is especially at night, we don't know if they're intoxicated, we don't know if they were they kids? Because they couldn't have been intoxicated if they were kids.
Dude, a lot of them are like off-duty law enforcement.
I'm
like
talking about the ones
campers,
with
family, like...
What I'm trying to get at is that in this encounter stuff, right, because we're second hearing it, or third, whatever it is, that we don't know what their state of, like, their mental state was. We don't know if they were high. We don't know if they were drunk. We don't know if they were even of age to do any of this stuff, which then could be, well, your mind could play tricks at night, too, when you hear stuff, you know? It's like, oh, that clearly sounds like something banging.
We are going to Oklahoma. And you are getting your Bigfoot fetish on. We're gonna just let you just...
No, I get that.
He's gonna be sitting there with his toesies out, and you can just...
You're trying to... You're trying to convince me of all these encounters being one thing, but we also have to look at it from another standpoint, that all of these encounters are not.
So there's one in particular I'm gonna read to you, okay? This is the April 2004.
All right.
Spring, LaFleur County. Nearest town, Big Cedar. Okay? Observed. On April the 17th, 2004, I was turkey hunting in Ouachita? I don't know how to say that. National Forest with my girlfriend and my brother. I had crossed the creek that ran alongside the old log road that headed up the mountain to the west. When I decided to hunt the creek bottom that afternoon, I set up my turkey blind and I got settled in to do some hunting. I blew one of my locator calls. It was a screaming hawk. After sitting there for about 15 minutes, I turned my head and noticed a burnt looking tree about 50 yards to my left. I raised my shotgun and looked at it with my scope and realized that what I was seeing was not a tree, but a large creature like I've never seen before. It stood about 8 feet tall, had charcoal dark color hair covering its entire body. The hair was about 3 inches long and coarse in appearance. It was watching me as well as I watching it. Its eyes were reddish brown in color. It had long arms and walked upright, never taking its eyes off me. And I never took my eyes off it. The thing was just looking at me as if it had been watching me for some time. This thing scared me pretty bad. If you can give me a call, I will give you more details. This thing is out there. It is not a joke. What I saw was real. I've never been scared of anything in the woods, but this thing was massive in size, and I can say this thing scared me. I have not been back into those woods before daylight since. So, other stories. Yes, 1 week later, me and my nephew and I heard screams of some kind of animal from a very big animal. Okay. They're looking at the conditions. 5:15 p.m. Still good light. Weather was fair, but a front was in on the way. Rocky Mountains, swampy, very thick vegetation in the creek bottom, mountain to the east that the creature may use for shelter or a travel path to the river. Okay. So, this report was originally submitted to the Texas Bigfoot Research Center. This is another witness that felt like they had to get the story off their chest and wanted to tell that somebody about what had happened to them. The witness had been all over and hunted this area of these mountains. He mentioned that before this encounter happened, he had met a logger who clear-cut the area south of his sighting area had seen a Bigfoot. The witness was hunting turkey from a blind about 15 feet above the creek bottom. He used a screaming hawk call. I don't know what the hell that is. A screaming hawk call?
Yeah. I mean, I could show you what it is, you know, but I don't want to.
You're so stupid. God damn it, you're stupid. And he believed the creature approached looking for what made the call. The witness saw a charcoal grayish black creature approximately 50 yards away. The creature saw the hunter and knew it was being watched. The witness knew right away that the creature was real because it locked its red eyes on him. The witness said he knew that he wasn't supposed to be in the animal's territory. This was the feeling he got from the creature's stare. The two watched each other, which seemed like an eternity. Then it turned around and walked away, very much like the creature in the famous Patterson film. The witness thought the animal might have been trying to get downwind from him, since the wind was from the southwest, which is fucking crazy. The witness was to the north of the creek. The hunter felt the animal might have been had been sheltering around that thick underbrush. Also, the witness feels that the creature went towards a mountainous area and followed part of the river. He also feels he may be able to lead a team and members near to this area. Description: looked very much like the Patterson film creature. The eyes were red, not much white to them. The head was pointed, dome-shaped. It appeared to be very powerful, huge animal, perhaps over 8 feet tall, and anywhere from 450 to 600 pounds. The bicep was long, and the arm was long, to mid-thigh. It also had coarse hair like a buffalo hide. The hair looked more red as it moved into the light. The face may have been a little lighter, but it may have been the smooth skin reflecting from the sun. The witness smelled a musky smell, much like a fox den. The witness did not smell anything until the wind changed direction, but that was not an overpowering smell, but still strong. On another occasion, the witness heard a low growl that built into a high-pitched scream that lasted for at least a minute to a minute and a half.
That's crazy. That's wild.
So, obviously, take all this with a grain of salt. You know, we're talking
Absolutely,
to the XYZ Bigfoot researcher and the big BFRO or whatever the fuck this.
I think the ones with the
actual sightings are seeing
actual
something.
sightings are the ones, yeah. But then the ones like, oh, I heard something, blah blah blah. Those are really take a grain of salt, because that's like your mind could be like wanting to hear something, and it's like, ooh, you know, it really can't. Your mind is a powerful thing, and nature is incredibly like unpredictable, where it can do things that you never even thought it could do. I didn't even know there was exploding trees. Like, nature is crazy.
I got an exploding tree for you.
What?
Explodes. I got a tree for you that'll explode at the
Are
tip.
you looking up the exploding trees?
No. I was making a dick joke.
Yeah.
I got some exploding wood for
I
you.
got you. But again, anyway, you know, you want to kind of, a part of your mind's like, oh, I want to actually have one of these encounters.
Yeah.
I want to hear, like, ooh.
Yeah. So if you live or know anybody who lives in the Greenhill area and you got a story, let us know in the comments below. We would love, or email us. Our email's in the descriptions.
Absolutely.
Like, email us. Like, we want to hear these stories. I want more scary stories to tell Ant about the Greenhill monster.
The Bigfoot encounters are always like, they I don't know.
But this is the part that fucks me up about this thing, though. Okay, right? It's not like, hey, I saw it. Hey, I watched the shadowy figure move across the fucking... I'm on a mountainside, it's on a mountainside, and I watch it go like this, and then it disappears.
No,
like,
we watched eyes together.
Boy,
like we eye to eye.
Eye to eye. But in that first one, motherfucker got grabbed.
Yeah.
Like, he's out there with his dick in his hand in the woods, and this thing fucking puts hands on him.
You're most vulnerable.
Dude, for real. Harken back. I need you to go get the clip out of the Black Anna story, where it was a scenario of you outside peeing and you just dropped your pants.
Goodness. But you're just peeing all of a sudden.
This thing just grabs you.
It just grabs you. Just
like, I could not imagine like an 8 to 10 foot tall, 600-pound behemoth of a creature just like while I'm peeing. Like, I would, like, what do you do with that at that point?
Oh, I'm peeing on him.
You're peeing? I mean, obviously.
Like, there's nothing else I can do. It just you need help with that. Just, oh God.
It's just like earthworm. It's like, oh no.
But no, I think the ones that are like eye to eye, like, oh no. It's like, okay, do I think that there is a Bigfoot? Absolutely. Do I think that some of the encounters are very credible? Yes. Are there a majority of them, or just like, I want to be the next one to tell the encounter? Yes.
The part that got me, though, was how many. are in this area.
Sightings of this thing and the numerous of it is like, okay, this is very credible.
In this county, like between these two towns, there's just a hotbed
Do I
of
believe that? Yeah, absolutely. Now my next question is, do you think like people would just grab up arms and be like, hey, let's go hunt this thing, or let's at least try to...
I'm throwing a slug at it.
I mean, like
I'm not trying to be this way. If I'm out there in the woods, right, around this Greenhill area, I'm bringing bear mace.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a piece.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a backup. I'm bringing my handgun. I'm bringing a backup handgun, and I'm bringing some sort of rifle and/or shotgun.
No, you're bringing old Betsy. Yeah. Shotgun is
like if I'm gonna sling a fucking 1 ounce chunk of lead into this thing. If I'm out here peeing, I'm peeing like at the ready, like. And don't come sneaking up behind me because I will shoot you.
This thing's proning. This thing has camouflage.
I'm sitting here like this, looking around, and I look down. It's just open mouth as I'm being just. It's got some kind of wicked kink.
Not the forbidden springs.
Yes, just taking a golden shower.
But
I go down, I shoot my foot off. Oh God! Just drags me back to its cave.
Gosh. But no, so you're the type to obviously grab up arms and then go hunting for this thing. Now there's other people too being like, oh, we should at least go see if it's real and get evidence.
I'm not. Look, I am not.
Oh, you're not?
Not going out there without something.
No, I'm saying you're one of the people to go out there with the intention to kill it.
No. No. If I see it off in the distance, fucking cool.
Okay.
So but if it makes any sort of aggressive movement,
so you're that okay? Because I'm trying to see like what would people's actual like. What would they actually do? You got some that be like, we know there's a creature there.
Hold on. It goes back to Strange Wilderness. You remember that movie? When the Bigfoot comes out. Yeah. Oh my God.
I think it was a growl.
Yeah. That scene still fucking gets me.
This was self-defense. I hate it. But
dude, that was just like peak comedy era.
Yeah. Now the craziest thing is I've learned a lot of these creatures, like it keeping eyes on you. It just and then it can move and walk and everything without even needing to see where it's going and just watch you. And never moving, that means it is a straight predator. Like it can hunt you.
And the fact that it was like in the April 2004 encounter was it moving to go around to get so its smell wasn't coming downwind.
Yeah. Oh, this thing's smart.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. It's a hunter. It's lived for however long. Obviously.
I'm telling you, man. I'm giving it a slug, double out.
How much you want to say that these Bigfoots are actually just the humans who have not evolved and are like, what's the word that have never what I'm saying?
I almost said something super fucking heinous. I'm glad I caught myself. Like they're the missing link in evolution.
The missing link in evolution, yeah, and then just like have never evolved or never like set out to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to describe it or
no, you're describing it right.
That these were humans, and that's why it acts like so much like humanoid and everything, and bipedal, and is because
I don't think they're human, but I think they're a part of the great ape family.
Great ape family, I can definitely see that.
I can see these things even being like.
And you have to think
like
too,
how we have like how gorillas are prevalent in jungles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this might be just the American gorilla. You know what I mean? It's just evolved because it has to deal with different types of trees and different kinds of cover and different kinds of,
Absolutely. Different types of cover. Oh, yeah, and
like I mean, even if you take into the idea of like Pangea, right? And all the continents of the world before tectonic shifts and everything happened were all one big solid piece. And then they started to break apart. Well, then you take into Darwin's laws and how, in Darwinism, how you can have two of the same birds, but if they're on different islands with different fruit, they're going to develop different beaks. One's going to develop a beak to crack nuts, while the other one's going to develop a longer beak to pick fruit.
Well, this one also developed to be more bipedal than a silverback because of the hills and the mountain areas. Like, I need to stand up.
It had to do standing up. It had to do possibly more climbing. Maybe that's why its arms are longer than like the average. Like I think there's levels of like there's just different levels of.
But then it goes back to the question of like, how have we never like decided to like just get video recording? You know how we can get video recording of like all these crazy creatures and all this stuff?
Well, but then you got to think about this too. It's like damn, Strider.
That's a lot of hair.
That was a lot of fur. Are you shedding, buddy? You coming into your summer coat? Is that why you're up here just being an ass? You stop scratching my couch. You good boy.
Yeah, he's shedding a lot.
Yeah, I know he is. It's getting warm. It's getting warm outside. He got to get sleek so he can hunt. But Christ almighty, Strider. Okay, so therapy pretty. But he's not gonna leave me alone. Look at him.
I know.
But to have what was it? You think about it in the ocean, right? Mm-hmm. There's times where it's like, oh my God, these things are still around. Like there's certain sharks that they're like, this shark has been alive for 1,000 years.
Oh yeah.
Like not just the species has been like unseen for 1,000 years. This singular shark has been alive for 1,000 years. Like how do we get to that point? I think there's just like a level of invasion, deforestation. I don't think the populations supported were all that big to begin with, even as, Native Americans and American, and Europeans moved westwards. I don't think there was that many to begin with, and I think their populations have just gotten smaller and smaller. But I think this thing was even would you say omnivore? Possibly. It was probably omnivore. I mean, if you take into the account of it having the being a carnivore with the deer, like it had a kill stash. Like, hey, I caught these things, broke their necks, and I bled them. I got all the guts out because that's where all the poison is, because it's all the poo and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So the muscle is all over here, so I can eat that.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's just like orcas figured out, oh, hey, what's the best part of a shark? It's the liver. Well, how do we get to it? Well, we flip it upside down and it goes comatose, and we just eat through the skin to get to the liver part, and then we just let the rest of it carcass because it's not good for us.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. I mean, these things, I think this is definitely evolution.
Yeah.
Obviously. Now, where's Bigfoot, like the original, like Bigfoot?
The Patterson film? I have to look that up.
Because Bigfoot's all everywhere, right? They say like that its encounters is like in very big national parks.
Yeah. So the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film was shot at Bluff Creek in Northern California.
Okay.
So I know in the Pacific Northwest there's a lot of sightings.
And this one was in Arkansas.
In Oklahoma.
Oh, in Oklahoma. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought I heard Arkansas.
I think Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken, I think Arkansas and Oklahoma share a border.
Oh, and then there was an encounter. I think one of the encounters there was on like Arkansas. Nah, this thing would be insane. Like it'd be crazier and scarier that it doesn't hunt humans.
But it will grab a teenage boy while he's peeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Arkansas share a border. And this is kind of the crazy thing, right? So I actually looked up just like a Bigfoot sightings and seeker insights. Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri Oklahoma 111, Arkansas 111, Missouri 166, Illinois at 303, right?
Okay.
Texas at 252, but Texas is a pretty big state. But you have like a swath from Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas. It's like this big swath of sightings, possible sightings and stuff like that.
You have to think, maybe they even migrate.
They could. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a big furry bitch in Louisiana in the summer. You ready for pop culture?
Sure.
There's nothing.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing regarding
Bigfoots.
Anything Bigfoot. Go watch anything Bigfoot.
I forgot on the same thing on the other one.
But
just type in Bigfoot, you'll find it.
Bigfootfetish.com. There's nothing. There was a movie called the Green Monster from Hell, which was like a big insectoid monster that kept popping up, but there was nothing devoted to the Greenhill monster.
Okay.
Which
I got you.
We're going to come up with here in a little bit.
Okay.
Now, scenario time. You ready for this?
Sure.
I don't think you are. You didn't plan to be here this late. The sun is already gone, swallowed by the tree line surrounding Greenhill. Your phone barely has any signal. Your flashlight flickers at roughly 23%. And the path you came in on doesn't look familiar anymore. The woods are too quiet, no insects, no birds. Just the slow creak of branches above you. Then, crack! Something heavy moves in the trees, not on the ground, above you. Low, guttural breath rolls through the darkness, followed by a slow, dragging sound like weight shifting from branch to branch. You remember the stories: a massive human-shaped creature covered in dark matted fur, arms long, built for climbing, eyes that watch like it understands you. The thing people call the Greenhill monster. Another branch snaps closer. You tilt your flashlight up. Two faint, reflective eyes stare back from the canopy, unblinking and watching. What do you do?
What do I do?
Run blindly downhill towards where you think the road is. Stay still and slowly back away without making any noise. Shine your light directly at it and try to scare it off. Climb a nearby tree to get out of reach.
No. Climbing? Okay.
I mean, it's in the fucking tree,
Yeah,
so I would not go up the tree.
So, climbing a tree, no. Running blindly, that's awful. Keeping my eyes on it, that would be a good one, because in a situation, you never lose eye contact with the predator. Okay? Never. If you're in that situation of like an animal that is looking at you and it's like, okay, we can don't lose its eyes. Actually, wait, but dude, I'm so scared about this thing, because if it is classified as like a
I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm running blindly into the woods like a fucking dumbass.
I think I'm gonna keep my eyes on it and then back away. Flashing my flashlight at it to try and scare it away with 23%. No, I'm not. I'd rather try to get out of there with the remaining.
Okay. You force yourself not to panic. Every instinct screams at you to run, but you don't. Instead, you take slow steps back. Another one, then another. Your breathing is shallow, but controlled. Your eyes never leave those two faint reflections staring down at you from the trees. The forest feels like it's holding its breath with you. The thing above you doesn't move at first, just watches. Then a slow shift. Wood creaks under its weight. A long arm adjusts its grip around the branch, fingers curling like hooks into the bark. You take another step back. Careful, quiet. Your foot presses into a patch of leaves. Crunch. Silence. Then the eyes blink and disappear. Your stomach drops. You don't hear it move. You feel it. A sudden rush of air. A violent whoomp behind you. You turn. It's on the ground now, right there, closer than you ever imagined. Up close it's worse. Massive, towering, its body hunched, but still easily over 7 feet tall. Thick matted fur hangs in damp clumps, reeking of earth and decay. Its arms stretch far past its knees, muscles shifting under its coat like something built for tearing. Its face, not fully animal, not fully human. The eyes lock onto yours again, and this time there's no distance between you. It tilts its head, studying you, like it's deciding something. You don't move, you barely breathe. Then it takes a step forward, slow, deliberate. The ground thuds under its weight. Another step, closer. Its lips pull back tightly, revealing uneven, blunted teeth stained dark. A low rumble builds in its chest. You realize something horrifying. Backing away didn't make you disappear. It made you look like prey trying not to be noticed. It lunges. What do? Sprint past it. Make a break. Try to make a break for the trees behind it. Drop to the ground and play dead. Grab a nearby branch, rock, fight back. Scream as loud as you can and try to intimidate it.
Okay. I completely forgot that this thing is humanoid, and that you try to back away is also for humanoid things. Like, oh, this is trying to get away from me. I guess that only works on like big cats, from my understanding. God.
No, it doesn't. Look at him.
No.
He doesn't know when he said back away. I'm just gonna get closer.
No, because
Yeah, right. My little black cat. My little black cat. Look at you. You're so cute.
Oh, he'd get tossed by that thing. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Did you ever see the video of the cat running after the bear?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. House cats are fucking crazy. This one is a menace to society.
Look
at it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Strider, buddy, you were fucking me all up here. How are you hooking onto my watch band? Stop.
So what were the two options about fighting?
You can look to grab a branch or a rock and try to fight back. You can drop to the ground and play dead. Scream as loud as you can and try to intimidate it. Try to sprint past it and make a break for the trees behind it.
Dude, I want to try to scream, because at this point I feel like no matter what, I'm in a boxing match now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Bloodhound season 2 you know what I'm saying?
And this thing's got what, like 4 foot reach advantage on you?
But I know in my heart, at least I tried to go down fighting this thing.
So are you trying to fight it or are you trying to scream?
That's what I guess I'll try to fight it. Screw it. I'll try to fight it. But just know I'm doing a victory, like, or not like it's like the Rohan's like last scream or whatever. You're
going on like a
yeah, to death. Like, this is my final fight.
You don't think you react. Your hand snaps down, grabbing the closest thing you can find, a thick fallen branch half buried in the dirt. It's heavier than you expected, rough and splintered but solid, and the creature lunges and you swing. Crack! The branch slams into the side of its head. The impact jolts up your arm, nearly knocking the weapon from your grip, and the creature recoils. Just slightly, but it's enough. It lets out a deep explosive roar that rattles your chest and sends birds erupting from distant trees. You stagger back, heart pounding. You heard it, or at least you got its attention. It turns its head slowly back towards you, and now, not studying you anymore, it's angry. Its lips peel back further, exposing more of those jagged, darkened teeth. A low growl builds into something deeper and more violent. It straightens up, taller than before, and bigger, like it's done pretending. You grip the branch tighter, raising it again. Come on, you shout, adrenaline overriding fear. For a split second, it pauses. Its eyes flick down to the weapon and back at you. Then it charges. You swing again, but it's faster this time. One massive arch slams into you mid-swing. The force sends the branch flying from your hands as you're thrown hard into the ground, air ripping from your lungs, and before you can recover, it's on you. A crushing weight pins your chest. Hot, rancid breath floods your face as it looms over you. One massive hand presses you into the dirt. You claw at its arms, but it doesn't budge, it's like trying to move a tree. For a moment, everything goes still. Its face lowers closer to yours, close enough that you can see the intelligence in its eyes again. Not rage, not hunger, but something colder. Recognition, like it's done this before. Your chest tightens as the pressure increases. You feel something crack. Your vision blurs. Then it lifts you effortlessly, like you weigh nothing, and slams you back down. Pain explodes through your body. You try to scream, but nothing comes out. The last thing you see is its shadow blocking out the sky and those eyes staring down at you, unblinking.
At least I went down fighting.
At least you went down fighting. I fuck with that. So, my bitch ass would have turned and ran into the fucking woods. Like,
absolutely.
Like I would have been down the fucking hill, through the fucking stream, to grandmother's house. I'd have been pushing grandma in front of the fucking door. Like, grandma, get over there. It's hungry.
No, I absolutely, this thing is, I completely forgot that this thing just loves killing.
Yeah, it's kind of an aggressive guy.
This is not the Bigfoot that I was taught.
This is not the but that's like the difference of it though. It's like this thing has like it's very territorial.
Or do you think the other Bigfoot encounters that we like all grew up like that we've all seen and like that are more popular that are just like, oh, they've never gotten close?
It's hard to say because there are Bigfoot sightings in other areas where it has been reported a Bigfoot has thrown rocks at people or at a house or at a vehicle or has made aggressive attempts and stuff like that. You know, you think the slamming of trees.
I think also too to see the rock and the house, like or it throwing the rock, is because it's never seen a car and it's never seen a house before, so it thinks it's a creature.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I gotta see how.
Let me deter it from me.
Let me deter it, or let me see its like reaction.
Yeah.
You know, I can see that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like that was the case, I would have put the flashlight on him.
You got a movie idea?
Are we on to the movie?
I think we're on to the movie.
On to the movie.
On to the movie.
Okay.
On to the movie.
Context. Yep.
Context? Welcome to the Monster Movie Maker moment where us two dumbasses are going to come together and make a fucking movie about the Greenhill monster.
Yep, yeah. I do, yeah. I would say I do have one.
I had one in the shower.
Go ahead.
I had one in the shower.
Let's hear it. Or do you want me to go?
No.
Why are you?
It was
a dumb one.
It was a sick. No, it's when I came up with Bigfoot fetish. No.
Oh.
No.
Onlyfoots.com.
Well, we've done Bigfoot. Like we kind of covered the broader scope of Bigfoot back in season 0. Mm-hmm. But with the Greenhill monster, I really thought of doing it in a way where it was a almost a revenge story of a baby Bigfoot, right? Mm. So you have the Bigfoot, it gets hit by like a car, truck, his dad dies. Think like Lion King almost.
Okay.
Right?
Or
Yeah, like Bambi.
Yeah.
Like any Disney movie where
they're so sad in the beginning.
Like Frozen, they had the parents die. You know, you had Mufasa die.
I just realized all those
Bambi's
Disney movies.
Mom died.
Yeah, I know.
Dad's
They're so sad.
I'm trying to think of what other ones have had a death like that.
Literally every Disney movie.
Moana, the grandma dies. She becomes a stingray or something. Anyway. So you have adult Bigfoot get fucking murked.
Okay.
You have adolescent, like juvenile Bigfoot see Papa die, right? Mm-hmm. And then come to find out like all people are bad, or you do the circus trope where it's like, oh hey, come see Bigfoot, blah 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 blah, right? Okay. But because it's juvenile, everybody's like, it's just a fucking monkey, but it's actually like a Bigfoot. And anyway, so tortured, whatever, seeks revenge, escapes into Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like exacting its revenge on just random people.
Well, it's just, it knows humans.
It knows humans.
Humans equal bad.
Yeah. Or like, humans destroyed my home. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
humans
with the
dynamited the mountain and killed my family.
Yeah,
like,
so,
I have to go blah blah blah.
So
right?
Where are we going with like what year time? Like 70s, 90s.
I think we bring it back to like the 40s.
Even the 40s.
The 40s.
I was almost thinking like it starts in the 40s, but then goes like a little bit years later when
yeah,
it becomes an adult.
you could go some years later, maybe into like the late 50s, early 60s. But I want this thing to be like the fucking like terror of society, right? But I want it to be like right up front. There's no like you know exactly what you're dealing with. It's super easy to watch. Think of like Cocaine Bear.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, you know it's a bear. He's fucked up on cocaine, and he's just here to just get in your guts. And that's what this Bigfoot's doing. This Bigfoot is up there just fucking people up. It's hucking not just rocks, but boulders into car windshields. Like, I just want it to be a gore fest.
Yeah.
Just blood everywhere. This thing's going crazy. It's taking out hunters. Think if you put Cocaine Bear, right, Rambo, and
For approximately 10 seconds, this bear was the most apex predator.
yeah,
No, absolutely.
Rambo.
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
trying to think of like another like good like gory and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you just mash them all together, you have this apex predator creature who hates humans. People are encroaching in on its territory and it's fucking them up. But then like you got to have the cast. So then we got the Bigfoot researcher who's like, oh man, it's a Bigfoot. Like, oh my God, this is the closest thing I've ever been to it. You know, he brings in people, the news reporter, the
activists.
we
have to protect
exactly the game wardens out there doing all this kind of stuff. And like I want him to like, maybe they're like destroying the forest. They're like, we're gonna log this down so we can find this thing. Like, we have to get to this point. It's fucking up corporate this contract we have with blah 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 to build the next fucking Walmart, whatever. And so they're just like doing all this stuff. It's fucking them all up. But I really want the Bigfoot activist to get just like gored in half over the Bigfoot, right? So like Moon's rising and he's like, oh, there it is, and it's just like he sees its silhouette come up onto like a rock, like a point, right? And he goes up there and he like goes up looking for it, and he's got this little fucking glow stick, like he's looking, and he turns around and he just like face into fur, and he's like, uh-oh, and he looks up and its eyes, and it just teeth roll, like lips pull back, like green glow of everything, and then it just like grabs him, and they're like, where's Dave? And then he's just like, ah, and then just like splits him in half. Like, it's got his torso in one, his legs and waist in the other, and it just showers himself in gore. And he's just like, ah, and just like chucks his body off the fucking cliff, and then just like scampers off. And they're just like, Jesus Christ! It's like,
why are you trying to make this seem like a comedy? It's not.
No,
a man just got
like, good,
God.
like, yeah.
Yanked.
Like almost quartered, and
I was almost thinking about like instead he learned how to so you know how we learned how to just immediately take bones out of like fish or anything like that, right? Or birds, or just
he's gonna
debone them.
He's gonna give him like a de-spining.
But he knows how to debone a human, just like boom the spine, and then just
so he's gonna Mortal Kombat him.
Almost. Oh my gosh, he could.
Yeah, that'd be a great kill.
But like,
but I want like 30 of the most animalistic, like brutal murderings, right? And then at the end, you have like the activist and the game warden, right? And he finally like, we're gonna have to give him some kind of tragic backstory where he like went to shoot like a rabid raccoon and actually like killed a kid or something like that, like missed, like whiffed completely, like, oh, and then like, Timmy, no! It's just like Timmy just got brained. It's like, oh my God! So he doesn't carry a gun, but then he forces him to carry, like, use a rifle to kill the Bigfoot or whatever.
Oof.
We could just flip it too and just put the Bigfoot on rabies.
That's a good. Oh, I didn't even think, because they could get rabies, right?
Yeah, like I mean, human could get rabies, but like make it semi-nocturnal, right? Like make it so it's not out hunting during the day. It has to hunt at night, whatever. And it goes to the trees, right? It finds a fucking raccoon. It's trying to eat the raccoon. The raccoon scratches it. Now it's got rabies.
Ooh.
And then it's like, oh fuck! Now it's all foaming at the mouth and crazy. And then the brutal kills start happening. And they're like, hey, we know this thing was out here. We were trying to leave it alone. something's wrong with it. We have to figure this out.
Yeah.
And then the hunt starts.
I can see even a scene of like, you know, you can have like these teenagers making out. They hear the generic, you know, making out scene. They hear the noise, and then she's like, "What is that noise?" They look around. He looks in the driver's seat, like the driver window. He's like, "There's nothing there." They go back. They hear noise again. It's like, "I heard it. Look, there's nothing." And then they just see his face like pressed up against with the foam coming out, and it's just like wild red eyes, like strained. And it's just like. They just scream.
The vein pulsing its
but
head.
Like he breaks through the window and then chucks
I'm almost
him
thinking like if his arms are long enough, right? They do that and they like maybe they're in the back seat and they look up like out the back window and it's just there like peering in at them and it just its arms are long enough to reach through and it just like pops the windows and just hits them and just like smashes their heads together. Just
Oh my goodness.
Like, I'm telling you, dude, like brain bits and skull fragments just and just oh god. Yeah,
I can see that thing. That's crazy.
I kind of like the rabies idea more because then it brings in the Bigfoot researcher, the activist, the game warden, the news reporter, and this kind of ragtag hunting group of like, hey, we had to figure out what's going on with this thing and why, like, we know it's here. Yeah. And we've kept it secret because the Greenhill monster, like, we had to protect it. Now something's happened to it and it is on offense and we got to figure out what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
We could have the coolest fucking scene. It breaks into like the Walmart, right? Could you imagine just like 6'3" or like not even 6'3"?
No,
like,
it's over 7 feet.
Yeah, like 8 foot tall. 600 pounds, like just tearing people down in the fucking Walmart, the produce section, just going crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have the thing, like, if this thing is like we said before, part of like the
fucking truck.
If we're thinking that this thing is part of the ape family, right? This thing has the power of a silverback gorilla. So this thing,
I'd even give it,
even more.
I'd give it more,
right? But like, what I'm just saying
more.
is like we have to compare it. Like there, it's like, oh, this thing is just one punch and you're dead.
Could you imagine a rabid gorilla running through Walmart?
Oh,
like just tearing and biting at people?
Well, just the punch would just like if your ribs cracked.
Could you imagine just like it hammering down on you, just crumbling?
You're just first strike.
But that would be like oh my god, that would be so cool. You have like it literally just like breaks into the back room of the local Walmart. It finds the power and shuts it off somehow, right? It's just going crazy in the back room because it can't escape. It hits the power and then it rolls out like the service door, like the flap door, and it's like, ooh, and then it's just like, and it just starts just like Donkey Kong like slapping people and just crushing them, just like running through, just obliterating. And then that's the final fight area. They got to go into Walmart or whatever. And fight off this thing in like whatever superstore, whatever.
Yeah, but I actually have a movie idea. Mine is, it's not, it's kind of the same, but it's not. This thing is just, I'm going off of its hyper intelligence, right? Of it being a humanoid bipedal creature. It knows how to hunt. It loves hunting, and it loves the joy of the kill. Now, this thing has learned over the years from its hunting that humans are just a crazy, like, a captivating creatures themselves, right? About that they just, we see one, we're scared, but we'll keep coming back to see it again, right? Of course, he kills a couple missing thing, blah, 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 blah. He notices on one of the missing stuff that more humans come. And he's like, we can kill. He kills. And I would say that he doesn't kill them. He just knows. So what he does instead is that this Bigfoot actually takes someone, right? Mm-hmm. Either a kid or whatever out in the backyard playing in the woods or whatever, takes the kid, doesn't kill them, but takes it to the cave and then just it feeds them to keep them alive, but keeps them in the cave, right? You could say keeps them captive.
So you're taking like
so that
Cocaine Bear and Black Phone.
I guess.
Have you not seen Black Phone?
No.
Bro, you have not seen Black Phone?
Mm-mm. No, I have not. So it
movie night.
keeps it in the cave.
Yep.
And I would say even basically it's kidnapped some
Yeah.
kid or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And now it only did it because there would be a search party.
Can I add to the kidnapping thing?
What?
Right? I think it'd be cool if he kidnapped him, right? But he brought him back to a cave. But in the cave, it's almost so. I'm gonna spoil Black Phone for you. Okay, it's about a guy who abducts children and ends up killing them in the like a concrete, like soundproof basement in his home.
Okay.
And the whole Black Phone thing is there is an old disconnected phone, and the ghost talked to the current kidnapped victim through the phone.
Oh, I think I've seen short reels of horror movies.
Oh,
I think I might. Yeah,
it was so good. I highly recommend it. But do it that way where the Bigfoot not only has kidnapped the kid, but he has him sequestered into the back of the cave where he's like moving a rock and like shutting him off, like complete darkness.
Yeah.
Like you're hidden in there. It's not like I'm gonna sit here and you just have to stay in the cave. Like I'm gonna go out hunting.
Yeah. See, I was gonna go with the more morbid. It just breaks its leg.
Oh,
like breaks
God.
the kid's leg.
So
like
it
something
just literally can't crawl away.
Yeah, you can't crawl away. You can't do anything. But yeah, we can do that instead, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But it keeps it. It gives it food, gives the kid food just enough to survive, because it knows, like fish. But it's raw. It's just raw food, because it doesn't. Yeah, obviously. The only reason why it did is because it's hyper intelligent and it knows that a search party will come for this human. That's all it's thinking. And when they do, it starts its hunt. It starts killing them. It starts going in trees and then jumping on them and then just like breaking their ribs, maybe
grabbing them up, just
because I can even see it to where it like comes behind, like it jumps behind. The dude freezes and then it just like bear hugs and then just cracks. And
another cool kill that you could have in that search party flashlight. It's up in the tree branch, but it's broken off a tree limb, and it's just a point sticking down. It just grabs him by the shoulder and pulls it up.
Oh,
and you just see it like go through the back of his neck and out his chest.
Oh,
just his organs spill out.
Absolutely, I would have that.
Like, oh god, and that's the cool thing. Oh man, I could see that scene like lit perfectly, moonlight. And you can just see like the silhouettes, and you see this guy like coming up like into camera, like coming up, flashlights, and then you just see the two arms just quietly, just boom. It's just and you just see blood and gore, his intestines. It's just like
I think after like maybe even that kill is that the lead search party comes up. They find that, and it's like, oh. It knows we're out here, and it's actually hunting us. Like we're in its domain.
Then hunter becomes huntee, becomes the hunted.
Well, they weren't even hunting. They were just, like now
Something's
they know
out here.
something's brought us out here, and now it's hunting us. Or they don't even think that it took the kid.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, something's out here and it's hunting us. Either the kid is dead or like they're still. So even the parents are more like, we got to keep looking for them. And then of course you have the other hunters like, we can't, there's something out here that is like, but I guess the search continues.
Are you gonna have it kill a parent?
I would say that a final fight, I would say,
I would love.
I'm trying to decide whether or not like which parent.
I would love for a distressed mom, right?
I would
just freaking the fuck out that like you got Sheriff Rex who's like, Samantha, we can't keep going. Like 2 of my men showed up dead. One of them pinned up in a fucking tree. Like I can't keep doing this. It's raining. And she's like, I'm gonna find my baby Timmy. And she goes walking off and like defiantly walking off. And then they have to like, all right, well, like we're gonna have to like come back. And she just like beelines it into the woods. They're like, fuck, now we're gonna have to find her. So they start like fanning out and do that. And then she comes across it and it just like brutally wrecks her with a fucking rock. Just like a brick. Like,
see, I wanted to also be like, dude, do I want a Do I want to do justice to the female main character?
And then you fuck up the kid even further by having it drag his mom's body back to him and just like into the kid.
Again, this is where it's like maybe not the mother, maybe I want the father. You know, like again, I don't know if I want a female lead and do justice and try to prove like a female lead can be a good one, or the male lead.
I mean, there's so many good female leads.
Yeah, I know, but they've been getting so much hate because.
Dude, what, lately?
Yeah, because a lot of studios just don't like writing good female leads, you know, and then they blame the actors when it's clearly not the actors.
You could. I think
because I don't know if I don't know if it's like, oh, we can make it to where the final scene of like the mother's been through all this stuff and it's like eye to eye and it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
and it's like it recognizes like this thing is
a predator and backs down.
It's starting to back off a little bit. It's
I kind of like that idea too.
Or of course the father figure too. We could do like either way.
It's interchangeable right there.
And then if it's like if it's the mother that dies it loses the kid. It's like my mommy, blah blah blah. Or if it's the father, it's like, oh, this kid who's seen his father, who's a protector and all that stuff, is now just lifeless. Yeah. It's like, oh, I've lost all hope. Like there's, you know. So either way, you could. Yeah, you could interchange this. You could interchange this both ways.
Oh my god, you could do so much, so much with the sound of this movie too.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Like just leaves crunching, quiet, and then just like the quietness and like the trees creaking and bending in the wind.
Like I don't even think it's like the birds just don't chirp or they're not around anymore. It's just like they're too scared to move. Yeah. I think that's just what it is. It's like
as this thing is just like in the trees. Just, So they end up tracking it down. Are they gonna figure out what it is and then track it down?
I think the hunters find I think they find it, but I think it's also we need to get people out. Of more of like we don't want to deal with you. Like we really don't.
You might have a good thing of like once people start getting killed, right? So you have like the first like 2 or 3 deaths, right?
It was almost like an unspoken pact of you don't mess with us, we don't mess with you. But because you've started just killing us, like not even for food, not even survival, just for the joy of it. Yeah, we're gonna come for you now.
I'm almost wondering if you. Excuse me. I'm almost wondering if you do it where the first death, it's like, oh, he fell. Like, obviously he fell down the side of this hill, hit his head, like he's fucking dead. Yeah. The next one's like, oh my God, how the fuck did this happen? The third one's like, oh my God, it's this thing. After like the first 2 people die, it's like, okay, everybody's going out in pairs now. We cannot have people going out singularly because we've already lost 2 survivors, like 2 searchers. And then that's how you get like the disturbing, like, oh my God, it is what it is because I watched it kill Marty. And I ran back to the fucking camp and I'm like, oh my God, this is what
you could be like, the Marty guy, right? Yeah. He's like, hey, I found something. He's on top of the rock. The dude like flashes light. I was like, I found something. And it's just like, you can see that grabs the shoulder of the arms and then just whoosh, like that. And he's like, oh my God. Yeah, and then it's just, you just see the creature behind it.
Yeah, he gets to see what the creature is and then has to report back to it.
But like, I think that would be like a crazy like, oh.
I'm gonna pull arms off and he's
pull
just
the
gonna
arms off.
Falls down and then it's just the creature like holding the arms up and drops them.
Yeah,
I think it gives like a weird crooked like not human but like fucked up smile like. Like it's trying to mimic
the human side of it, feeling like killing these creatures are just fun. Yeah. That's when this thing is like getting scary.
Like I've killed birds, I've killed predators.
But I've done it for survival.
You know, I've eaten them. But it's like I know how to do it. These things are like
a line that is crossed.
I'm getting to try out all new sorts of things. Like I get to try all this kind of crazy shit. Yeah. I'm lying in the ditch and just like
a line has been crossed. There's no going back now.
I fuck with it.
So that's my movie.
But how does it end?
How does it end?
Mine ended in a Walmart.
Oh, I think this would be at the cave where the kid is.
Yeah.
I think
Whichever parent we decide survives.
whichever parent decides. I don't know which one would be a good story. Either way, this thing knows whichever parent it is. It's gonna be a good, like a fight. Like he knows either I can just leave and keep killing, or like I'm gonna kill you stuff. But either way, it's gonna be a fight now, right? But I feel like there's other hunters maybe with it. Could be.
I do like the idea of the parent being like that, becoming the apex predator. That this thing is finally like, nope, no motherfucker, I ain't fucking with you. Like, you too scary. Like the whole it's almost taking it like animalistic again. Like this thing has lost everything and is willing to go to the like the end. Like I'm not. I have to preserve myself. Fuck off. I'm leaving. Yeah. And then that's when like the thing.
Because you could even go with like the mother being like, "Oh, I know my kid's still out there, but the father's dead. I'm gonna go towards more of the cave." Why? Yeah. But if it's the father that's alive, it's like, "Oh, I already feel like everybody's gone. I have nothing left to lose. You're my last. Like I'm coming for you." Yeah. Like so he goes more. So
kind of giving the whole revenge story versus. Yeah, I kind of like the mom getting to that point of like, I can still feel my child's alive, because there have been times where it's like, I never doubted that.
That's why I was like in abduction
stories. Yeah. You have like those crazy abduction stories where it's like a dad gave up on the kid in like the first like 3 weeks, and the mom's like 10, 13 years later, it's like, I never doubted that you weren't alive.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and it's crazy because like even having my kids, like there is some kind of bond that my wife and my children have, like innately telepathic, like heart to heart. It is the weirdest fucking thing, because if my wife gets upset, my kids get upset. Like my wife could be crying at a movie and my kids will walk in, look at her, and it's like, dude, like complete empaths to what she's feeling. Now me, I could be sitting there like boo-hooing at something, like just bawling my ass out, and they're like, "What's up, pussy? Like, what are you crying about?" So yeah, maybe that would be like, and I kind of like that idea of the strong female lead of like, hey, my kid's still out here, I can feel it.
Oh yeah.
And like, I'm gonna go figure this out.
And I think again, and like with this animalistic stuff, it's like, oh, I can sense this is like a mother, like it's like, oh, I gotta back off a little bit, because even when you look at like big cats, the lion or whatever, when it messes with the cub, that lioness like is like, no, you get away. I'm gonna kill you.
Mama bear comes out, scares it off,
because it's like, I'm like, oh, because you think you can just play with the cub like that. Now So
I almost like the idea of like the finality of it, right? Is that she scares it out of the cave. She sees her kid, is embracing, and then she hears a gunshot ring out. And they're like, "We got it. We fucking got it." And it's like the hunter posse that was like 130, 150 yards behind her that finally got to her. And they saw this thing like run out of the cave, and it trying to make a break for it, and then they just clipped it and got it.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
And then she's just like hugging her child, crying because like the sheer relief, and we got it. Fuck yeah, Dad.
I can even see that scene of just like, and then like a blurry like man comes up to the cave. He's like, we got it. Yeah. We got it.
And it's just hyper focused on her and the kid in the foreground, but you have like the cave lighting and the silhouette come in. He's got his rifle over his head, and then cut to black. Cut to black. Yeah, mine's gonna go just straight gore, B horror movie. Rabied Greenhill monster.
Mine definitely just focuses on the hyper intelligence of this thing.
I like yours better, to be honest.
Well, I don't know.
I like yours better.
But that's the end of the Ghosts and Ghouls Monster Movie Maker moment. And if you're seeing this on the podcast, thank you for watching and or listening. And please go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell for any notifications. And as well, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to go ahead and support us, there's a link in the description below to our Patreon. Day early, $1 only. and as well as a link to our bus route to get the audio, or wherever you listen to helps us too. So
Leave a rating
yes,
or a comment. Tell us what you know about the Greenhill monster.
absolutely. If you have
Because-
experiences, email. We have it in the link in the description.
Yeah, if you don't want to leave the comment, you can always email us. We love to hear your guys' stories.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us hope that the cryptid nation is still out there, and that there will come across eventually something we just can't explain, and we might be able to explain it one day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Might be cool.
Absolutely. Ghosts and ghouls.
So, is there a sex scene in your